Today we are going to discuss a very interesting and logical project, a digital voting machine. As you all know, in a voting system, even a single wrongly counted vote can change the entire election result. That's why accuracy and logic are extremely important. Keeping this idea in mind, today we have designed a 100% logical digital voting machine using Proteus simulation. This project is specially made for engineering students who want to understand digital electronics in a practical way, not just theory. I will explain the first important component used in my digital voting system project, which is the decade counter. A decade counter is a digital IC that counts from 0 to 9. Every time it receives a clock pulse, the count increases by 1, starting from 0 and going up to 9. And then it resets back to 0 and starts counting again. In a digital voting system, the main function of the decade counter is to count votes. Whenever a voter presses the vote button, a clock pulse is generated. This pulse is sent to the decade counter, which increases the count by 1. The second component used in my digital voting system, which is the decoder for common anode display. A decoder converts the binary output of the decade counter into signals for the 7-segment display. Since the display cannot understand binary directly, the decoder helps show numbers from 0 to 9 correctly. Because we're using a common anode display, the decoder gives active low outputs, which means the segments turn on when the signal is low. Whenever a vote is cast, the decade counter increases the count and the decoder updates the display to show the new vote number. The next component used in my digital voting system, which is the common anode 7-segment display. In a digital voting system, the 7-segment display is used to show the total number of votes for a candidate. It receives control signals from the decoder and displays the corresponding digit from 0 to 9. Whenever a voter presses the voting button, the decade counter updates the count. This updated count is sent to the decoder, and then the decoder sends the correct logic signals to the 7-segment display. As a result, the display shows the new vote count instantly. The push button is used to increment the vote count. When a voter presses the button, it generates a pulse signal. This pulse is sent to the decade counter, which increases the count by 1. In the digital voting system, the push button acts as the input device to the next component used in my digital voting system, which is the 5-volt DC power supply.
The 5-volt DC supply provides the required power to all the digital components of the system, such as the decade counter, decoder, and display. Without a proper power supply, the circuit cannot operate correctly. In the digital voting system, the 5-volt DC supply acts as the main power source. The pull-up resistor is used to keep the input signal at a stable high level when the push button is not pressed. When the button is pressed, the signal goes low and generates a clear pulse for the counter. The capacitor is used for debouncing. It removes unwanted noise and prevents multiple pulses from being generated when the button is pressed only once. In the digital voting system, the pull-up resistor and capacitor work together to make sure that one button press counts as only one vote, ensuring accurate and reliable voting. The first decade counter was used for the ones place. This second decade counter is used for the tens place. Together, they allow the system to count from 0 to 99. After this decade counter, the output is again connected to a decoder and then to a 7-segment display, so the tens digit of the vote count can also be shown clearly. This way, the first display shows the ones digit, and the second display shows the tens digit of the total votes.
Now, let's talk about how this project works. In this system, votes are cast using push buttons. Each candidate has a separate button and a separate counter. When a voter presses Candidate A's button, Candidate A's counter increases by 1. Candidate B's button, Candidate B's counter increases by 1. The rule is very simple. One press equals one vote. A very important part of this design is debouncing logic. Because of this, only one vote is counted per button press. No false triggering occurs. The system remains accurate and reliable.
The comparator is used to compare the votes of two candidates. It takes the vote counts of both candidates as input and compares them. Based on the comparison, the comparator tells us which candidate has more votes, or if both have equal votes. This helps in determining the winner of the election easily and quickly. So, in the digital voting system, the comparator plays an important role in comparing the results of two candidates and showing who is leading.
For vote counting, we have used digital logic ICs and counters. Each pulse is counted securely, and no vote is lost. No vote is overwritten. This makes the whole system very dependable. Now, let's talk about the display. We have used a 7-segment display in this project. It shows the vote count of each candidate in real time. As soon as a vote is cast, the display updates instantly. The display is properly configured using common cathode or common anode, ensuring correct and accurate output. The complete circuit has been designed and simulated in Proteus software. During this simulation, buttons were pressed live. All conditions were tested, and the project worked 100% correctly without any errors. Proteus simulation helps a lot because it gives a clear concept before actual hardware implementation. If we talk about the importance of this project, it strengthens digital logic concepts, shows practical use of counters and displays, is ideal for semester projects.
First, we press the push button for candidate A. Each time the button is pressed, the vote count increases by 1, and the updated count is shown on the 7-segment display. Then we press the push button for candidate B, and observe the same process. The votes increase correctly and are displayed in real time. After casting some votes for both candidates, the comparator compares their total votes. Based on the result, the LED of the winning candidate turns on.
So friends, this was our digital voting machine project using Proteus. If you want the complete circuit diagram, Proteus simulation file, or a detailed explanation step by step, then do comment below. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.